Good, good. I mean, obviously you want to keep building as much as you can, but with some of I think we've progressed the first 2 weeks, at least with the things that I've tried to pinpoint at every position, but at linebacker too. I think the leadership has showed up like it should. Um, I've been pretty pleased with how those guys are responding to things.
Now, Coach, Florida State, no secret, they've struggled on offense this year. How are you keeping guys focused on what they can be versus what they have been?
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's still about us. I mean, anytime you're on defense, obviously they've got some really good players, and I mean the quarterback's still a really really good player. And they've got weapons everywhere on the field. It's about what windows are we supposed to be in? Where are our eyes supposed to be? It's like I told you all the first week. It really doesn't matter. It's about the job that we're doing. And being detailed and knowing the job of the guy beside us and things like that are the most important things to me every week. It don't matter who we play. Honestly,
In terms of your preparation, what stands out about DJ
huge arm, huge person, human. I mean, big dude, man. I mean, 6'5", 250. I mean, and he's got. I mean, he can make any throw on the field. I mean, you watch it, everywhere. And I mean, some throws are really good. Some throws are just like every other quarterback in the country. It's just he's got a strong arm, and you got to defend the whole field no matter where he's at.
Coach, what have you seen from the Florida State offense so far? Just watching the tape, what stands out? What keeps you up at night?
I mean, a little bit of everything. First of all, nothing's going to keep me up at night. But the biggest thing is like they run the ball really well. They have a very very experienced offensive line that obviously experience. They've already seen everything that you could throw at them. That offensive line is a group, and they've played 8 different offensive linemen, and all of them have had reps. So it always starts up front with those guys, and I think they do a great job there. I think they've got 3, 4, 5 backs that are really good. Especially 24 is a really good player. 9's the speed guy. All these guys they just have a lot of different weapons. They put in a lot of different spaces, and then you get to the receivers and I can't even tell you how many receivers have played in the first 2 games. They just roll them out there. So there's a bunch of guys that play, and all of them have different skills and specific sets that they do, and they're a very talented football team.
Going back to quarterbacks, obviously you prepare for everything that could happen, but you're preparing for the possibility that there could be multiple quarterbacks that play.
We prepare for a little bit of everything. I sort of run a script every week of things that we don't see. In college football, you better be ready to defend everything. I don't know if you watch football every week, but all the trick plays and the muddles and the quarterback run and all the different things. I've sort of got a little script that just a reminder that they might not see it on tape, but it can show up. There's just so many things that you have to work consecutively every week, whether you don't see them or you don't see it. What I'm saying? Whether it's triple option or whatever it is. Like you just have to be prepared to defend anything on a Saturday.
Coach, this is probably the first real test for the defense, which might be harsh to say, but probably true. How do you think the team is kind of gearing up for that challenge and excited to actually get to go against a good offense?
I mean, hopefully you got a football team that's excited to play no matter who's out there with them, and no matter where you're playing. But I know that's sort of coach speak, obviously, but I haven't seen a whole lot of difference as far as the energy. To me, it's been the same. I mean, and two, like the beginning of the season, you always have energy. No matter who you walk out there with. Whether it's game 1, 2, or 3. I think the focus has been there. I think the preparation has been there. It's just going to come down to, physicality and tackling, doing your job. That's what it's going to come down to.
And doing a story on Davion Ross, I know you've spoken a little bit about him this season already, but just how impressed have you been with his ability to put himself back in the position to be in the starting spot and just the plays he's already made this season?
Yeah, always impressed with him. Storyline's never going to change with me on him. He's not just a great football player. He's going to be very successful the rest of his life because of how he's built. Just how he's built mentally, how he's built, what he believes, things like that, and that's what puts him in the same mold. He's never too high, he's never too low. He stays pretty grounded, and that's what gives him the ability to keep getting better and better and better, even when what happened last year happened to him. That's how he was able to bounce back so fast. It was never, I can't believe this happened to me. It was like, okay, how can I get myself back as fast as possible? And that's what winners do. He's a winner.
Elijah talked after the game about coming here and he knows that this Memphis has been known for its offenses, but he wants it to be about defense too. Something that you talked about or kind of thought about in the offseason and in the first 2 weeks of the season.
Yeah, I want to win. I don't don't care who gets the shining light. It makes no difference to me whatsoever. Absolutely, I want to play great defense, all that stuff. But this game is about winning football games, no matter how we have to do it. That's what I'm going to say about that. I'm in full support of all three categories of defense or football. Defense, special teams, offense, all that. But I just want to find a way to win. Whatever the defense has to do that week to give Seth Hennigan the ball back, that's what we want to do.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Perfect. Appreciate it.